Hello everyone, Richard back for more reviewing of Ultimate Mode replays. Before I talk about Lodz, I wanted to talk about some comments I was making at the end of the last video. Um, I did have more prestige than him. I had like 691 prestige at the end of my attempt. So it's pretty notable that he had like 100 more prestige and he captured 3 more units than me, and he had less prestige than what I had. And the reason is he didn't force a bunch of surrenders. I know he's replaying the Grand Campaign, so I wouldn't be shocked if he did better. I think he told me he was using my surrender pockets. But it kind of shows you that sometimes the way you get prestige efficiently is it's better to do it by surrenders than hexes. Um, so moving on from that, Lodz. So this is spectacular. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in Panzer Corps. He finds a way to get a decisive victory, and what's ridiculous about it is he easily can improve, and because he sent some units up here, and it's a total waste of time compared to what he did. So watch this madness unfold. Is very I have to admit I never expected to see this. You can see 3 tactical bombers, and he has 5 artillery. That's probably expected. He has 2 tanks, and he has 5 infantry. But I think you can do this with 4 infantry. And you're going to get your 5th one with Oladir. So he's making sure that he kills these units. He said that he had to reload a lot. That's probably because that's an entrenched unit in the city, and it's a hard unit to kill. But I think if he brings extra firepower, he can do it. And these tanks don't have to go north. These tanks can go this way. Once you boot the infantry out of the city, the tanks can clean up. So yeah, all of the stuff you see up north, he doesn't have to do. This is something I never thought about. Let me pause here. I never thought about the fact that you can get a mass attack bonus and hit this with a Panzer 38T, and that infantry unit is in a lot of trouble. Like, you should be able to kill it. And killing it's a really big deal because you're denying a lot of vision. So he's just gonna blow through the middle, and it's pretty amazing. So he sends how many units over here? He sends like 5 units. Okay, so yeah, he sends like 5 units. Imagine if he sends 5 units all to the east. So what I like about his strategy is that he refuels his planes at the airfield. And that is why I never thought about going so heavy in the air, is because without this airfield, how do you attack things? But that's the key to the map, is controlling that airfield. And he probably got a lucky roll there. So he kills these 2 units, and that really opens up the field. These are passive infantry units. So he could just... The enemy hasn't moved very far, so he's just going to shove everything forward. Yeah, he's trying to get out of range of that anti-tank. So there's one... Yeah, this guy's gonna get beat up. As you can see, by the end of turn 2, he has wiped out a lot of the units. And also, I think the tank in the woods is protecting it from extra damage, because I think the anti-tank would do more damage to the tank on the open space. So that was clever. He has 4 units over here. What a waste. Imagine what he could do if he had these tanks to the east. He has 5 units. He has 5 units over here. So he's just literally throwing everything to the east. All right. So by the end of turn 3, there's like these 2 units left. And he's preparing to wrap around. Oh, and there's this guy. I think he parked him there so that the cavalry couldn't swing around and hit this. There's probably a way to improve on that. Well, what would help is 4 more units to the east would help a lot. So he's just totally, he's just bowling his way in. Look at this. And now the Air Force is gonna be doing things. So by turn 4, he's swinging around. And I think there's only a couple of active units left that you have to worry about. And he's already trying to take care of one. So he sneaks in. I think this is active and this is passive. So if he takes this artillery out, that would be helpful. And this is a Lodz, so these guys shouldn't attack. And this has been pinned. He's really doing the hard swing. I think the Air Force is the key. He has a rain turn too, it's crazy. So he has 3 objectives to take in 2 turns. He probably reloaded here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 units left here. So there's 8 units that he's thinking about dealing with in 2 turns. But he doesn't have to deal with all of them. Good job. He sacrificed his auxiliary unit to de-entrench. Because he has trucks, he can move units faster. So that's another key element. I think he could have forced a surrender there. I think he wasted a shot with his scout. So there's only 3 units left in this sector. And this is going to be at 4 entrenchment. 4 entrenchment. So relatively easy to dig out. And he has a lot of artillery to help take this guy out. So he wiped out all but these 3 units, but I think if this is pretty crazy, he got all but this objective, but I think if you're looking to reduce the reloads, you just skip this section and swing around. And I think, so you lose 1, 2, 3, 4. You lose 100 prestige, but you probably get this. And I think you would have a chance to wipe like 2 of these, maybe most of these units out. And you could tactically bomb this artillery. So he 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that's really good. Plus these 3. Yeah, I don't think you're ever going to see this many of the units get wiped out on ultimate mode. Really, really amazing job. And the key was the Air Force, control this airfield, and just push as hard as you can this way. And he even got like 100 extra prestige over here. Because one of the things is if you don't go through the back door, you can ignore this objective, and you could just attack head on. One thing you could do is send a tank around the back to hit the artillery. Tactical bomber, tank, and then it gets shoved to the river, and then you kill it. And then that would give you a ton of firepower to try and sweep into this. But yeah, there it is. It has been done. The impossible has been done, and you're going to see some more of this as I go through the scenarios. I want to see what he did, how he approached it in his next attempt, because I don't think he did this because he realized it was unnecessary. So I'm really curious to see if he really just crushes everything. He might even, if you bring all of that stuff this way, you might be able to kill more. Well, and anyway, until next time, Richard out.